Cardinals. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. You look at this Arizona defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop. Held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defense coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw. Dugan. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I pinned the loss on him. But there's no... This is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Well, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attacked them early.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Moore, the man in motion. First down, Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now the veteran workhorse is James Conner. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Murray. That pass complete to Moore. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Cardinals had 0-1 of the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Got to him again. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Dugan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Dugan. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Taven Bryan with a nice play defensively. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove, because any guy's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
To throw on second down, Dugan. Well, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing on third and long, Dugan. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. No score after one on EA Sports. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Azeez Ojulari pushing in and dropping him.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He's on his way. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Come on.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 1. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he gets it down to the 32. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Murray now to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw caught by Hyatt on the slant. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. That one goes for 30 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Back to throw. Dugan. He's got it. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On the draw, this is Barkley. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my...
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. Zach Ertz has it complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Down the left sideline. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Let's go now.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Shoves him away. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando.
Both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half. One of these two teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On second down, here's Murray. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Murray with a 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Throwing to start the drive. Dugan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
To throw again. Dugan. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. B.J. Ojulari brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Dugan. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Murray now on first down. Pressure comes and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Murray going to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Dugan. And incomplete on the deep ball. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
To kick off for New York.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And the slot man goes in motion left.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, Jackson. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Murray now. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, haven't done pointed to scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
To kick off for New York.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in. Apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 68 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to use his legs here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Gets past one man, and he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
That was well coached and even better executed, because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Dugan eluding the pressure right. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Dugan. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Gano for the extra point. Now this one was... Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the score.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit.
There he goes, left side.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And down to the 27-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 58 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillendown as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returnable for Grant. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and that will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Murray. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you what, Charles, this might